I want to deal with one important area where young people get it wrong when it comes to relationship. I've heard things like this. God told me he is my husband, she's my wife. We got into a relationship, but he or she becomes a devil incarnate. When I hear things like that, I have to ponder on it. Is it true God really told them to marry a child of the devil? When I look at it, I believe God is not the author of confusion. God will not allow his children to have Satan as their father-in-law, because the child of the devil, a devil's incarnate, is automatically a child of the devil. God will not expose his own child to uh, the devil. Something went wrong somewhere. Again, I heard again from some other individual. God told me he or she is my wife. But after doing all the needful, doing all that is possible, the relationship never materialized. Some spent so much money, wasted much time, wasted their destiny. We had instances where somebody was waiting for a brother or a sister for about 5 years. Such a person sincerely thought he was waiting for the will of God or on the will of God, but it never came to be. Some took God to be a liar. Today, I want to unveil what went wrong underneath. What went wrong is this. Many of us, as we grow up, we have our model. We have the kind of person we want to settle with over the years. We have the height, we have the smile, we have the kind of qualification we want our spouse to have. All this begins to affect our decision making. When anybody comes into the picture and doesn't have those criteria, we push them aside because we have formed a kind of idol within us. When such person comes around, we get quickly attracted and we are bonded. And if luck is against us, we will continue in that relationship to marry the wrong person for our lives. But you not come out and say, "Sir, God told me, he gave me signs. I dreamt. All this happened, yet he's not or she's not the right person. You saw vision, you had audible voice. All these are possible even with getting the wrong person." You know why? The Bible is complete. It says, "I will give you answer based on the multitude of your idols." When you say, without consulting God, that except you marry a medical doctor, you are not settling down, your idol will go out to create itself in form of a person. Again, he said, "I will give you pastor according to what you want." A desire, a direction in life based on what you have in your mind. This same Bible says, "To the shrewd, I will prove myself shrewd. To the wicked, I will show myself wicked. To the righteous, I will show myself righteous." When you are hell bent for a kind of relationship, irrespective of what God has to say, sooner or later, you are getting set for big disappointment. It's not that you will marry a person, but you might likely marry somebody outside the will of God. Now, the point is, how is it that those signs agree on a person? I will explain it now. Human spirit and soul is such a powerful tool that grows itself to attract its own kind of person, especially if the other person has a weaker passion and a desire. Let me give you an example. Some women don't even pray. Somebody pester them over and over. Then they submit their will to marry the person. So when you have seen all kinds of vision, dreams, voice, hearing of voice, hallucination, or whatever, when you rise up and you see somebody that has all the personality, your spirit rise and consume or overpower that person, just like a lion overpowering its prey. Why? Your spirit is very strong on the desire it wants. Let's go to the Tower of Babel. The Bible told us that nothing can stop these people because they have decided to build. When you have made up your mind for a kind of relationship, nothing can stop you except you waver, and except the person you are meeting also has a very sharp spirit to know that you are being operated by the wrong spirit. There was a king in the Bible. He was bent on going to a battle. The first prophets, about 400 of them, came and told him that God said he should go to the battle. It took a prophet of God that has a different kind of spirit and that mount on the king. And he said, if you go, you will die. Ahab died in the battle. 400 prophets. You also can even raise prophet to endorse whom you want to marry when your spirit is highly placed and consumed by that desire or passion. Why did you hear wrongly? When your spirit is attracted to somebody and you are made up for that person, your life will be directed and controlled by that spirit, by that passion. When you sleep, you see the person. When you are waking up, you have a vision. If you are attuned, you can hear a voice telling you the person is who you are going to marry. If you desire the person to put on a kind of clothes to confirm, the person will put on that kind of clothes. At the end of the day, the test that it is the will of God is that your spouse will bring peace and succor to you. Your spouse will understand you. Your spouse will make your life better. If you have missed it, I want you to ask for forgiveness. When you tell God, this is what I want, never stand in the way of the Lord. Open your hands if you are a responsible child of God and say, Lord, let your will be done, not mine, but your will be done. If you begin to operate with such exactness, sharpness of spirit, you just find out that God will give you something that will be a wonder to you. So, somebody got married and said it's God's will. Check. It could be your passion. But after you have weighed everything and you marry somebody that's still giving you challenges and you know it is the will of God, know that definitely over time it will give birth to the beauty you desire. But if you know it is your design that has given you that, there is still opportunity. The Bible says, whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. But if you have not yet married, I will enjoin you. You cannot choose better than the will of God for your life. Submit everything. Humble yourself, therefore, under the mighty hands of God, so that in due season He will pour oil and anoint you, and not a fellow as your companion. Marriage is the best place a man should be if he's alive. At the same time, it is a hell of a place if one gets to get married to a child of the devil, when the devil becomes your father-in-law. I'm not saying we don't have desire, we don't have things we want in a spouse, but it should not override the picture or the will of God for our lives. Many a times, God uses our desire to work things for us, but God doesn't want an obstinate, stubborn person bent on his will because the person can no longer receive the word of the Lord. Satan begins to manipulate situation, circumstances, images, and dreams to suit the person. The book of Ecclesiastes said, in the multitude of activity, desire, will, we have dreams. I think you must have learned better today in navigating the pathway to a blissful marriage. God bless you. I am Wale Adewumi. For some other content on relationship, you can visit our website on worldchangersnetwork.org and you can still find other useful content over there. God bless you.